Hey, it's Barbecue Bob, and I'm going to show you how I build my semi-AFK retrieve the data that my friend Sassy taught me. I'll show you later why I say semi-AFK. First off, you'll need to be a constructor. If you have a loadout that heals structures, that's all the better. Okay, let's get started.
Could corrupt the data.
So once you've located where the balloon's going to drop, you'll want to clear out around the area. You're only going to be building out one tile away, but you'll be running around it, which gets into the whole semi-AFK part of it. So just make sure that you've got plenty of room to run around the build. So what you want to do is you want to check and make sure that what the modifiers are for the level that you're playing, and make sure that if it's water husk, you don't want to build with brick. If it's the nature husk, you don't want to build with metal. If you're doing a lower level one and there's fire husk, then you don't want to build with wood. But you're going to build a 2 high around the actual balloon drop, and then place a floor going all the way around. So it helps if you check the direction that the husks are coming from and where they're going to be walking up, because that's where you're going to want to put your pyramids, just so that there's a better chance of them walking up over it and not walking into a wall and sitting and banging on the wall. So you're going to build a 2 high in the corners.
They're attacking me!
And then once you got everything built, you want to make sure that you get everything leveled up to level 3s. Sorry if there's any video delays or whatever in there. I'm recording this on my Xbox and doing it in 2-minute intervals. So you'll want to get everything to level 3s, like I said, and once you've got that done, I'll start showing you where the trap placement goes.
Help, I'm under attack!
Also, if at this point, if there's like any wandering husk around or anything, you want to make sure that you get all the husk cleared out of the area that you can before you start placing the trap, so that the trap durability doesn't go bad whenever you're in the middle of doing this. So you'll want to get floor launchers, and you're going to put floor launchers down on all the pieces that go around the build. Then you're going to get your sound walls, and you're going to place those on the middle. It'll stun them so that they stand on the floor traps while your floor traps are loading. Wall lights go on your outside walls.
Help!
That survivor really needs help. Then you're going to get your fist punch. I don't know the technical terms for them, but we call them fist punch. Then I switch over to wood here to build a stair, because you are going to have to break it. Metal roof. So here's another instance where the video skipped a little bit. So on that other side, I did break the stairs out, and then this is your other corner. So you just want to make sure that I use wood because it's easier to break. But you've got your wall lights on the outside and your fist punch on the inside. And then you want to get these walls upgraded to level 3s. Then you're going to place stairs coming down off of the top of the build. We're getting these right here all leveled up to level 3s, and then we'll start on the top pieces of getting them to level 3s. A lot of people ask what the pyramids are for. I think it's just so that you can jump up on here easier, but I'm not 100% sure. But once I get these leveled up, I usually run around the outside and do a quick check just to make sure everything is leveled up to level 3s. But once I have everything that I know is leveled up to 3s, then it's time to start the mission. You can always start it early.
Please help!
I try to get my base ready beforehand, because sometimes once you get inside here it starts trying to go off of the walls and everything, and it's very hard to get your base loaded. There's some kind of glitch going on where the trap wheel doesn't come up correctly.
To shoot the balloon down as soon as possible.
But you can go ahead and start the mission and shoot the balloon down.
Get ready to move.
You want to place a floor on top of it, and then this is where you want to put your base. I had it there, and I picked the wrong trap. So it takes me just a second, but just keep trying. It'll eventually come back on there. You can hear them all starting to come in. It gets very loud too.
File successfully retrieved.
And I think we're about to get it right here. There's the wheel. So you want to stand in here, and if you watch your mini-map up there, you can see all the red dots coming in and the husk filtering in to the retrieve the data. Once the balloon drops, you cannot kill any husk. Killing husk will only spawn more husk, and the traps can't hold the husk. So you really don't want to kill anybody once the balloon drops. So around about file 3, it's safe to go out, but if you just watch your mini-map, you can see all the red dots up there, and as long as there's none around the outside, then you should be good to come out of the box. So this is why I say that it's semi-automatic, because I do run around the outside. I get paranoid that they're going to break the walls. If you have any stragglers, don't kill them, just lead them over to the traps and it'll throw them inside the box as well. Sorry, I'm trying to fight off the cold, so my voice is a little cracking. So you get some of them that just will not get off of the walls. Sometimes you can hit them one time with a pickaxe and they'll follow you in, but you just got to make sure that you do not kill them. If you have, I think it's Powerhouse Base Knox, he would hold the walls up a whole lot better, and you probably wouldn't have to heal as much. I have him in my loadout, but he only is at 4% of healing walls. I just can't get their attention to get them to come off of the walls. But any husks that come up all you want to do is lead them around the outside and try to get them to go onto the traps. They won't hit you enough to kill you as long as you don't just stand there and let them
File successfully
just keep
retrieved.
moving. Also, this isn't kind of a good one because normally you have those laser beam eyes dudes and you can't kill them either, so we just run around and hide from them and let them out there. Little quick peek and stuff.
Data's looking good.
But that's basically it for the rest of it. You'll just want to make sure that the walls are staying healed enough that they're not going to break, and you will, like I said, get stragglers coming through. Just lead them onto the traps and it'll throw them in the box with the rest of them. Even with those guys on the outside of the walls, it's not doing too much damage to the wall that it's in any fear of breaking. Looks like we're already up to file 8.
Another file.
Looks like a couple of them came off of that wall and got thrown inside. More stragglers.
Data's looking good.
And again, I don't think that you have to run around here healing the walls as much as I am. I just get paranoid and don't want the walls to break. If your level also has a epic mini boss and you want the rewards for the epic mini boss, around file 12 is where you want to start killing them. And then once you kill them, the epic boss will come in. So it will hold them still. I usually throw a turret up around the box so that it can hit right over the top of the box so that it'll hit and kill the ones inside the box, and that will bring in your epic husk. But you need to do it around level 12 so that you have time to kill the epic mini boss.
Data's looking good.
I like to stand and watch them because you can see them all being thrown up into the air.
Data's looking good. File successfully retrieved.
Should just about be done. Doing one last little run around to make sure that the walls are holding up. You can see that, I mean, they just need to be repaired by one. And that is it.
All of the files.
That's how you do a AFK retrieve the data.
Commander,
Now it's time to do your victory dance.
the data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
You can see from my stats that my pickaxing those couple of husks did earn me 2 combat. And if you're worried about your combat and stuff like that, you can always run around and clear out encampments, clear the whole area out, make sure that there's no one that's going to come into the build and start messing with your traps before you're ready for them to show up and stuff. But I don't care about my kill count. I'm good with it, and that is it.